What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hard Carry, where we're carrying CDL matches straight to you. We're here today with the last match of the weekend, OpTic Texas versus the LA Thieves. It's going to be a banger. Happy Easter if you celebrate, and even if you don't, much love for coming and hanging out. Let's check it out.
Get into it. Yeah, I know one thing and one thing alone. Whatever happens, this is going to be a good map between these two teams. And I am excited for a throwdown of hardpoint proportions. Both teams obviously looking for the positioning around this first hill. We'll see who comes out on top. Who's feeling hot at the moment? It's Hook and Shotzi.
Yeah, good work from them. And heading over towards P2 in just a second are OpTic Texas. You can already see Dashi is here. The best rotating in the team in the game, I should say, when it does come down to Hotel Hardpoint. 60% of the time, they are the first ones there. It's looking like they are going to get this rotation over towards P2. Good chunk of time at P1 as well. Thieves, thankfully, will find these kills, though, in the right time at the same time. Dashi can find one, staying alive if only momentarily. That flip
Can he hit him with a stun or something?
OpTic Texas were the ones there over towards P2, but it's going to be Thieves, the first one to lock down some time here.
And while it is going to be a bit of time for OpTic to begin with, this is tense here for Thieves. They have the rotation. They do want to be broken after a poor P1. Kenny waiting patiently. Draza already getting that first kill coming down. The pressure coming through in the mid, though. Hugh is going to get it. Draza looking for it. Kenny already get gunned down as well. And it is a stairway. It's both teams flooding from the sides.
Yeah, Ghosty kind of baited it there initially for his teammates to find
All
a
right,
way
nice
through.
break.
He will find two more
One in
kills
back
himself. Good play from Ghosty. It's a nice break from OpTic Texas. Thieves on the whole percentage are not necessarily at the top end of things. Breaking is where they find the majority of their points, but they are struggling to hold P2 here. It's a scrappy one so far. Shotzi will find
Shotzi
two
with three
to break things open. Ghosty to clear it up. It's going to be about the rotation heading over towards Kitchen now. Draza can do very little. Keep an eye on the spawns. It is going to still be Thieves towards that restaurant side, and they're all spawning up there. So it's only Hook here against 4 members of Thieves.
And this is what we said could be the issue. Thieves did not want to let that go that quickly as well. They've got to be careful. Another rotation. Another time Thieves are in position in Kitchen. And now here comes the first push. Dashi, quite like a member of his team to back him up here for the trade. And you can see them flying through as well. But Kenny will take down Shotty before he can do anything. And Dashi reacts to it. But Kenny again finds the second. And that's a stagger for Texas.
Yeah, good play from Kenny because that just slows down OpTic Texas. Now they can't fly through the front door. Octane will find one at the Shotzi as well. First sign of an answer back coming in from Ghosty, who can find a second as well. Draws that doesn't land.
Oh,
Ghosty
three.
flying around the corner and eviscerates Envoy. And there's the break out of absolutely nothing but Dan Ghosty masterclass. It's 3 to find the break. Huge plays from Ghosty.
They're going to try and break back in here. It's a 2 versus 2 in the kitchen. You can see Shotzi's going to fly through the movement maestro. Find another kill at the same time. 20 scrap seconds left. One player from Thieves is trying to break through its Octane, but he goes down as well. And Thieves really aren't finding their feet here on this hard point.
Yeah, it's been a slow start. OpTic Texas, they're not the first ones there. The breaking has been quite simply outrageous, and it's just been by brute force for the most part. That's 3 from Ghosty through the front door. Thieves, though, will find themselves in a position where they can set up nicely here. But they need to start holding some of these hills. The rotations have been solid. You haven't got many points, though.
Well, let's see. Because if it is the same story, it could be a disaster for Thieves. They are in. Texas are mounting pressure, but this time they are not finding the kills. It is a hold from Thieves.
Better from Octane. 9 and 6 from him. And this just sits into the ground. Players running up on him. Him on a head glitch. Him beaming them. Dashi, big kill onto Draza there. Can't find any more, though. Stuff break here for OpTic Texas. These were the first good hold of the game, though.
And finally, as they get some points
OpTic
on the
finally
board, they're
getting
probably
some
feeling a
scrap.
little bit loose and freer into this hard point. Let's find out how they're feeling in the comms with an LA Thieves. Listen in.
I'm chatting with them, Sam. Hard up on me. Could be dumb. I have you there. Yeah, shut up, Fred. Yeah. Hard up. Could be in secret. Could be in secret. Hard up going in. He made it. Nice job. I'm out. Shotty. Secret again. He's not a secret. Shot down. Let's go. Couch. They're white. Couch. Only white. You want deep left? I have it. I have that. Tyler. I can get mid. Tyler killed Ken. I have one. Yeah, Kyler does that. He's gonna be on me.
I have to.
Secret hit it. Secret hit it. Secret hit it. In cat room. In cat. I'm living. He's gonna push you. I'm going down. Okay, I'm living. Kyler's gonna push out kitchen. I'm here, Ken. I'm here. I just want to catch with you. I'm gonna hit this. I'm done. I don't see this guy catch. He's a dog. I got one. Back left. Yeah, front white at a time. He might hit cat. Yeah, you could go mid. He could jump. I think he did. He did. Thunder. I hear him. I'm playing this old. Careful. Don't commit to that. Okay, that's all y'all. There's two. All three here. All three. That's freezing. Hold secret. I'm gonna show him back. Two already in catch. I go on catch. And you can give it up. And what's that? And then I got both. Nice. I spawned behind them. Yeah, it could be long. I need it solo just in case. Help old. One can be front already. Yeah, that's my front. I love it. I have a bottom. What can be kitchen?
And the Thieves can rotate, but they cannot hold against OpTic over and over again. It does look like OpTic Texas are in their groove at the moment, but let's find out if the vibes are also flowing with OpTic Texas. Listen in.
Hop up one shot inside door kitchen, and then back right time. They're all weak. They're all really weak. They have no trophy, by the way.
Oh, I'm in bed.
Bottom bed dead. We can chop this. Right side time. He's deep right time on the heading.
One peek left.
Back kitchen dead.
I'm
contesting.
He put one shot. Nice, good shit.
Yeah, He was weak, Kenny. I'm just standing here.
I'll be back. Sit down.
Holding side door kitchen.
One pool area.
They're spawning front.
I'll be back, cheers.
Outer.
One shot.
Nice.
Sit on. Alright,
We're missing Octane. He's
got head.
Yeah, they're gonna spawn kitch. I have back kitch right now. I have your back from kitch.
Main dead. Nice.
Yeah, one's in kitch or TV or something. We're missing Envoy and Kenny. I'm gonna go pool. Actually, I'm gonna go cat while you hold pool.
When is beacon?
I have your guys top cat.
Yeah, spa. I'm being annoying.
Couches, by the way.
He's like white block.
Being annoying, spa.
He's on side of white block, I think.
There's a guy spawning mid. I'm behind doubles.
Yeah, he's absolutely doubles.
Nothing couches.
I spawned pitch.
Dead.
Okay,
Better single spawns.
One spawn left on me. Absolute. Going white.
I'm on guy.
I have single. I have all your guys single.
I pull.
I have all your guys single, by the way.
When is that gonna be?
And I don't know which is more ferocious, the comms or the gunny. OpTic Texas putting everybody to the sword so far in this map. And Ghosties a walking UAV.
Sheer brutality around the back spawns from Hook. They haven't managed to get a hold of the spawns over towards P2, but yeah, something I pointed out to you, it feels like Ghosty is the one running the comms right now. Sitting at 12 and 16, but the callouts have been on point. Thieves have found a rotation over towards P2. Important they find the kill onto Shotzi as well. Again, a good soaked up time for OpTic Texas. It's going to be an 80-point lead as we head over towards reception. Hook inside the point being annoying. The rest of his team are on the way. Oof.
Hugo's got something different like Vaznet today. He hasn't really missed as the team kill does come in for them. But realistically, LA Thieves need to hold this for the full time. The first one has been deflected from Texas. Thieves have an opportunity here.
At least for now.
All the time off of this hill and have a good rotation. They are back in this map.
Hook and Shotzi through the front door, though. They just brute forced their way through once again. Octane and Draza, you gotta get the gunny on. And my goodness me, they do it to the highest level. 2 kills apiece, and all of a sudden, OpTic Texas are now reeling just a little bit. Shotzi spawning in over towards the far side will get dealt with. And that is P2 time. 20 seconds remaining. And look at the rotation that's come through. Kenny has slipped the net. OpTic Texas are going to be here first, but Kenny has got to go huge for the team on this rotation over towards kitchen.
They call him Kylo Ken, but is he feeling the force today? He's looking for the first one, and Hughie hasn't managed to get it as the movement comes in, and OpTic shut him out completely. This is now a hard break for Thieves. They have to get across the map, check the corners, find the gunny, and break into this hill.
First good kill onto Shotzi. Hook is able to slow them down, goes for the Charlie.
And he stuck him, nice.
OpTic, they're going to start spawning out. LA Thieves will know that the pinch has been set up here. They've got to move quickly, and they've got to look at 2 different directions. OpTic Texas 20 points away. The hold is looking good so far. Can Thieves do anything about this?
Tries to try and make a one-man show for himself, but he hasn't managed to. Ghosty's still alive in there. He has reinforcements with him in voice of Shotzi as it does go contested, but Shotzi just killing any player who looks at the doorway. Hugh backing him up as well as OpTic do not even bend a little against this pressure from Thieves.
No, 8 seconds from winning here.
Surely it's done.
5 seconds.
No, not done. Okay, now it's done.
Envoy will be able to find one. Hook will clean
4
it up.
seconds.
It's 4 seconds. It's map 1, OpTic Texas. It was just so good.
Nice job from OpTic to win map 1 there. Against a good hardpoint team in the LA Thieves. Nicely done from OpTic. So we're just going to skip through here to map 2. Should be about right here. Oh, no, too far. Should. Sorry, I should catch it. Oh god. Right there.
In those gunfights. And as we head into a search and destroy and fortress, OpTic Texas will be feeling good about the
Still
2-4 record on the other side
format,
of
guys.
things.
It's better than
Coming
waiting
up
the
from
whole
side of LA
5 minutes
Thieves, but
between.
the last time around that these two teams played, who won it? It was Thieves. Took this in around 11.
Maybe.
Let's see if OpTic Texas can avenge that loss and find themselves with a 2-0 lead heading into Expo. They'll be feeling super confident. And then
They're playing Expo too, nice.
Barrel with 3-0. I'm getting a bit further down the road, Pricey, but it is an option for OpTic Texas. So you can find yourself 2-0 up here. You're feeling so good in this series.
Oh, Octane just going for the pre-fire. Right now, neither of these two teams being too aggressive. And I say that, Shotty gets himself into a position. This might be a kill because of this nade. He's going to get it out, gets the Kirk as well, and he is going to get two. He gets traded, but that nade ends up killing
Ghosty
two of the
double
Thieves.
kill.
And full advantage now to OpTic Texas.
That was actually Ghosty's nade coming in, so Shotty puts the nade down. The call-out must be there. Calling him weak. Good team comms coming in from OpTic Texas. We might not hear them, but we get the example. Big nade coming over from Ghosty, and look where he is. He's all the way over towards the blacksmith side, so that's across the map. Good coordination from OpTic to find those two kills.
Thieves really spread out.
Can you get an avoid to try and figure out in weird positions, though, trying to find a pick to even the odds and then go from there, but a lot of audio cues here from Kenny will surely be heard. Dashi will find him. It's a 1v3 needed from Envoy.
Envoy will pick the bomb back up, but Ghosty's already seen him. He's going to be called out. He's going to be surrounded. He's going to run into troubles, and down he goes. And that
Nice
all
job from
started
OpTic to win that
two-piece nade
round
that went
number
off at
1
the
here,
beginning of the
not
round.
2.
I would love to have seen it from Ghosty's POV. It looks like he was pretty far away to find the nade. But just good comms. Shotty playing his life. Stun out. Got him dead to rights in the corner. Teammate comes to back up the Thieves player. Caught in between a rock and a hard place. Isn't able to do anything. So first round over towards OpTic Texas. First blood conversion. Not the best, but they do find quite a lot of them. Find a couple there as well.
Let's see. Can they convert this attacking round as well? Already a big push into inside for the control. And this looks like a nade line up. Here it goes.
Nobody there.
Doesn't get anything from it. You can already see Thieves are taking under control. And Envoy is going to go down already. It's very, very aggressive here from Thieves. They've gone for the playstyle, but they are finding nothing. Bad timing on the pop of the dead silence.
And if you're Thieves there, they obviously have been watching the VOD because OpTic Texas like to play those nades quite often, which means that they don't necessarily have somebody bottom R. That scenario, they didn't. LA Thieves take control of that, but find absolutely nothing but Dashi. So you've given up the A site. You now have to go for the retake. It's a 3 versus 2 in favor of OpTic Texas. Cruising right now in the search and destroy. 30 seconds.
This is not an easy retake.
Why is no one watching the back?
Sitting still, sitting
Except for Hook.
patiently, waiting to trade. Hugh
Yeah,
with
he
the
hears
first one
him.
up. Octane needs to check this corner. He might get the right time. Got to know
Nice.
he's going to see him. Oh my goodness!
Good play.
Nothing for Thieves.
That's a tough one. Very, very hard to break that back in. Hook is almost the sacrificial lamb. If you're OpTic Texas,
play
then you
from
play the
OpTic.
site. And even if he dies, it's okay because you will get that information. They'll be looking one way, and then the push can come from OpTic Texas to retake quickly if they need to. Unselfish player, but is there ready to find the kill anyway as the rest of his teammates clean up on the other side. Good play from OpTic Texas again, but that was a kind of a roll of the dice from Thieves. Big push into Art, didn't work out that time. OpTic Texas going to read into that next time when we go over towards the other side. Or are they going to just continue to play their game and happy to go for the retake? Looking like a slow and steady one from OpTic Texas this time around. Thieves once again getting aggressive down the street side of the map.
This is all about waiting to strike here. Hugh looking for it as well. Envoy watching bottom art. Does he jump out here as well? Throws the nade, waits for the player to come through, and it's going to know a person's there as well, but cannot capitalize on it. There are too many guns watching this.
Just can't chill that. Cannot chill that. Good information, no. And that's slowing down OpTic Texas from getting themselves into a position to prevent what's about to happen. Looking like that bomb's going to go down, but somebody getting themselves into a position is potentially who. Dead silence popped. Hasn't found anything yet. Will find one now. Ghosty able to find one himself. Even the odds is Envoy.
Oop.
Now all of a sudden it's a 1 versus 2 for OpTic.
1v2 for Octane.
Hugh is different. And Dashy will now play his life for as long
Bomb
as
is
possible
planted.
as Octane tries to find him but can't, and has to take the bomb as well. Huke's going to be there.
Nice,
Of course, he
Huke.
gets the next kill. It's flawless, it's fantastic, and it's 3 rounds for OpTic Texas.
Dashi
Beautiful
is made of
S&D.
Something different. I do not know how that man has not died. Octane will be saying that to his teammates. He has put a hell of a lot of attack bullets into him. Dashi surviving, I would have loved to know what these health went down to there, because it wouldn't have been much. Somehow surviving, just playing his life. Octane in that scenario knows he has to get rid of him. He has to go for that challenge. He has to make sure he finds that kill onto Dashi. And because Dashi knows that as well, he just plays his life, allows Hook to get himself into a position. And even if Octane finds that as late as he possibly could have, Hook's already in the spot to trade that one out. OpTic Texas cruising here, Bryce.
Yeah, it is looking pretty simple for them. Gonna need an adjustment here from LA Thieves. There's an A lineup again.
Can he kill Draza?
Let's see if it gets the hit.
With a
No,
stun?
Kenny's managed to take down Draza with a stun. They do get an A check, but they don't get the kill off the lineup. Not really that they need it. They already got first blood from a team kill.
Does that count as a first blood? Technically. I'm not sure how it does in our stats. Tim will probably let me know, but it's a big hit from OpTic Texas. Over towards the A side. Numbers advantage thanks to Thieves. Kenny looking for the pick, looking for his first kill of the game. Can't quite find it, has to back down. OpTic Texas forced the issue. It's a 4v3 retake needed for Thieves.
Shotzi round the flank as well. Dashi gets another one. Octane left alone. 1 versus 4. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to run. And down he falls. OpTic Texas.
Nice
4-0.
job.
It's a non-stop
Fortress
winning
is
train
OpTic's
for the Green Wall.
chisel on S&D.
And just
They
impossible
love it.
for Thieves in that stage. You've given away that kill for nothing.
Octane
Not
actually
quite sure how
won
it's even
that gunfight.
transpired, to be honest with you. And OpTic Texas just take it and run with it immediately. Smiles all around the vibes. An
Against
all-time
Shotzi.
high for OpTic Texas right now. Apart from Mook, he just looks locked in, to be honest with you. But that's how he looks all the time.
I'll tell you something. Hugh needs to add a Y on the end of his name. And they can all match. More chemistry. But, dreams aside, the nightmare for LA Thieves is what we are currently watching. They cannot find anything going. They cannot get any kills. They cannot get any bombs down. They certainly cannot get any rounds.
I mean, what's been a big problem for Thieves typically is first blood conversion. When it has come down to it. Thieves lost this map yesterday 6-4 and had 5 first bloods during that game. Only converted 2 of them. They haven't really had any first bloods to help them try and rectify that conversion rate. Pushing over towards A now is going to be the play, but Ghosty through the door, and OpTic Texas know exactly what's going on here. But a kill from Draza will just ease some of that pressure. But look how close OpTic got to try and retake this one. Here we go.
Still tries to go through Kenny with attack. He's trying to make sure he stays alive, and he does. And Ghosty in a 1 versus 2, and down
Okay,
he
Thieves
falls
finally
eventually.
went around there.
LA Thieves get a point.
Maybe they
onto
get
the
a little
board
life
here in this
in 'em.
S&D, but it was a little bit close.
OpTic still has a pretty good
Fortunately,
stranglehold
Trey's
on this
just
map,
walked out
but
of
it's a
Thieves
good
that time.
way to start.
Just a nice
A
reach out
comeback.
from Kenny. They managed to eventually get into the site unscathed for what feels like the first time. It's a push from open. OpTic Texas have forced themselves up into that position and feel like they have to take the opportunity. They know if they go for a challenge, things get a little bit crazy. Most of the time, it's them who come out on top. This time, though, Kenny with the off angle will find the first and the second. A nice reach out comes through, and that will be the round. Hook very passive, expecting the aggression from Thieves, and bomb out again. They're going to get it. Kenny will find one, and his teammates another kill onto their own team from Thieves.
The one benefit Thieves have right now is map control.
Another team kill?
He's going to hear him as well. Envoy finds Ghosty. Hugh will call in this. Fortunately, the members of Thieves are undercover, but it comes down to a 2 versus 2, Tom.
If Thieves can win this, that's a streak burned. No bomb for OpTic Texas. Thieves are in a position to lock this one down as well, and they're going to see a lot of bodies heading over towards that B side. But now is the reposition there for Thieves. Do you know where the bomb is?
They don't. They're being very, very careful, checking their angles, so I don't suspect they have. Octane's a little bit worried somebody has slipped through here. It does mean that Kenny is alone in this trade situation for a few seconds.
Kenny's getting some audio cues. He knows what's going on. Here they are, and Dashi's going to get caught with his pants down, though. 2v1.
Hugh's still going to plant. Octane on Overwatch. Can Hugh perform the miracle? already takes some damage. There's a Chow coming through the doorways. Who gets the first? Huke looking for the
Whoa!
Snake. It's Octane as bullets fly out towards it. The fast they're firing as well. As both teams, Snake,
Huke!
Snake and die, and Huke 1 versus 2. Oh my goodness! They had the opportunity. They had the numbers, but they weren't Huke.
And the push is arguably just a little bit too quick from Kenny. It's a super difficult one because you're both in the same spot. If they take their time, then who can maybe get away?
Wow.
They go for the Chow, but it's not
Wow.
coordinated well enough at all. And who picks them off one by one? OpTic Texas can do no wrong here.
1 round away.
Huke is a different animal today. 8-1. Will he end this round right here and right now? Shotzi and Huke are both pop dead silent. Shotzi already going to be on the flank. He's going to find at least one. He waits. He's patient. He's going to get the second, but the damage is already done. Kenny in a 1 versus 2.
They just pinched from 2 different angles as soon as the flank
That's
comes
it.
through.
OpTic
So
gonna take map 2.
From the front, it's just far too easy.
Wow. Absolutely amazing S&D play from OpTic Texas to win map 2 convincingly. I'm near the end of where I can skip because we did this with the last episode too, but we are going to try to get this. This might be our last skip, or we might have very little to skip next, but let's check out map number 3. It looks like Expo Control. OpTic up 2 maps to 0. Let's check it out.
He needs to bring his A game here against OpTic Texas, but is the comeback potentially on? Was delving into maps 4 and 5, Bryce. He's still difficult to see a way out for Thieves now, a 2-0 down, but you never know. You never know.
You don't, and the one good thing is, with the lights off in LA Thieves, at least they're all ready for bed that the OpTic are looking to tuck them into. And I'm going to see a bit of an aggressive start. Shots are going straight into B here. It's a bit of a stack coming through as well, as they look to get this done quickly.
Yeah, we've seen teams start to develop just a little bit more of a strat on this map in particular. But he's a little bit harder to get a hold of, but everyone's been hitting it nice and early. But Kenny is there to slow this one down.
Push up on A now.
Ticket in for OpTic Texas. They're happy to
wide
take
open.
Shotzi towards the backstage. We'll just continue to stay alive. The rest of the team.
He looks like he's doing that.
Side. It's a good map movement coming in from OpTic Texas. A good answer from Thieves as well.
Dashy pushing way up on
Shotzi hasn't really done an awful lot yet so far, but they know they have to look for him, and they have found him as well. The tick slowly coming into A. He's about
to be pinched.
That's done by Thieves. They're really still concentrating on keeping a hold of those spawns and keeping a hold of the control and forcing OpTic away as much as they can.
They didn't quite get any ticks on A. They got one on B.
Has allowed OpTic Texas to find themselves in a good spot. He wasn't expecting that. Shotzi now able to push forward. Restaurant control, sauna control is really what he wants to play for here if he can. As the team on the inside of the map not able to get much going.
Slayed his ass.
Just about clear them out. They can now force themselves up that left-hand side of the map, and it forces OpTic Texas with that spawn over towards the statue side.
Okay, that's going to be a stun check against him. He's going to be some serious trouble. He's looking for this streak.
Kenny 5-0. He's trying to get that streak.
2 health, and they have the information. Just managed to get away from his teammates. Going to be cleaning up as well. OpTic looking to try and get out of this spawn trap. Try to get on a B and find something in this attack.
And the problem is here for OpTic, though, you're in such an unfavorable gunfight at nearly every single level when you head over towards this side. And, well, every gunfight at this moment in time feels favorable for Kenny. 7-0 to kick things off. There's a cruise missile in your back pocket for further rounds, and there is pretty much nothing that OpTic Texas have been able to do here. But who can go seek finding some kills, push over towards A. Spawn side of things now looking a little bit better for the side of OpTic Texas. They will start spawning over towards the other side when they do die, but they haven't done for quite some time. Good progress today.
Kenny looking to continue on his
Oh my god!
That was an unbelievable shot at the same time. He is weak. He's in on one last child. Not going to get it.
Shotzi,
off his streak. How dare you?
Sam having a hell of a stage so far.
They got to be.
Not wanting to be outshone by Kenny, but happy to allow him to keep that 8-0 tag.
If they could get B, they get another minute.
Texas have now found a little creek in the door and push over towards B. That time is going to be
nice
extended.
job.
2.7 on the clock, make that a minute and 2
Extended
seconds.
Extended it. To try to get 2 ticks on A.
As soon as they get the call, all of them respawn back up. It's heads down straight up towards B. Big caps coming through. But now you have to spread out the map. You have to try and find some kills. Thieves are just going to play nice and awkward. Kenny yet still to be killed by anyone on OpTic.
Shotzi dancing around as he hits about Mach 3, dancing through the stage. This is still very
on
much
A.
alive.
Someone is.
They just have to keep a little bit of map pressure coming through. Shotzi looking for any player he can find. He stops this timer with a little bit of time left, but he's so outnumbered.
Kenny, 12-0. Finally killed.
Here, 6 lives to 14. 29 seconds remaining. It's going to take one really good break. Thieves have dropped back towards this side of the map now, but OpTic Texas, you don't have time to set up the perfect break. It's got to be through the front door.
And here we go. Clock stopped. Draza waiting for Dashi. And everything has now slowed right down as both teams know this is the last hurrah. Dashi will find a kill, but it's 2 for Thieves. And now Envoy will settle the point, losing to Shotzi, but Shotzi's alone, outnumbered, outgunned.
Only 2 lives left for OpTic.
To go. This round is over. The benefit for Texas is that they got 5 ticks.
Yeah, 5 ticks, not a bad effort on the attacking side. 1 away from taking the round. You will happily take it. Not too bad from OpTic. They'll not be too despondent from that, but eventually feels like Thieves getting their first significant step in this game. It's felt very one-sided so far. We'll be happy to take that defense though. What can they do on the attack on their first foray onto Expo?
Let's see. Is it lights off? Gunning up for Thieves. They're a way back into this series for them. Kenny's 14 and apparently just likes playing in the dark ton. I don't know what it is, but maybe there's a strategy they have.
Something about Thieves, nighttime and darkness, I don't know. I was thinking of a joke. Brain's not working very well today. Hook and Code though. Trying to defend over towards the B side. Kenny still just being such a nuisance. Everywhere he goes, OpTic players seem to die. 15-1 to kick this off. Can't find another one here. Nice retake coming in from OpTic Texas. Want to try and get control of theater as much as they can. It's probably the best opportunity to find a break over towards B. That's why we're seeing so many teams head straight over towards it. Not a lot of control for the defensive side. LA Thieves have got a good foothold over towards B. These next couple of kills are crucial.
And Envoy gets caught by Dashi top bar. This may mean that OpTic make a move here. Drowser already waiting for the push. And it's slow and it's throwing off Thieves' timing. They're not looking the right directions, and Hugh and Dashi will eventually swoop in. They get 2 of them. 2 ticks on B to begin with, and these are probably wondering why these pushes are so slow.
OpTic Texas just been taking their time, and well, they've taken their time too much. B's now going to go over towards the side of Thieves. OpTic Texas already extended over towards that street side. That will be Ghosty locking that one down. Shots raining through over towards the B side. But that point is gone. It's a good start from Thieves. Plenty of time to find something over towards the A side. But it's finding the break on this little spawn trap that is so difficult. And could it be through the backside? Can he continue his reign of terror? Yeah, Hook shuts him down. And now OpTic Texas in a good spot to pin Thieves back.
The key thing here is, can LA Thieves not only win the round, but can they get enough ticks to match them up? 16-4 from Kenny. He's calling in a cruise. Probably for information more than the kill, as he finds nothing with it, but it does give an opportunity.
And the wrap-along streak coming in from Thieves. They have the time to just try and pick OpTic apart, but they've been picked apart themselves. Big kills coming through, but Draza staying alive towards this side is actually quite important. The rest of the team can now move over towards that street side, set themselves up in a better position. Draza finding a second as well is huge. OpTic Texas need to start holding on. My God, Draza, he's doing it on his own. The rest of the team now on the way as well. A good opportunity for Thieves to go 2-0 up here.
Shotzi still playing that power position to the bar, making sure to keep those reinforcements down as much as possible, but Ghosty in a prime position as well. Texas have map control. It will be Thieves that have to move through the gates and the doors and the windows to find something. Shotzi is just going to get gunned by Kenny. What are you doing?
Oh, he nearly finds Hook as well. This is the best look at an A hit that we've seen from either one of these 2 teams so far. Big kill from Envoy there onto Ghosty as well. The pressure is still on. 15 and 11. The lives are there for OpTic Texas, but they've got to find something. LA Thieves have had some presence here for quite some time. The stack's going to start coming through.
They've got 3. That second tick is rocketing forward. Dashi goes to Chow, but gunned by Octane.
That's the right
streak for Octane. Doesn't make it the 6th, though. That's actually a huge kill from Ghosty. But this round is over. And LA Thieves move forward in this control in very competent fashion.
And OpTic Texas just never really had a good stronghold on that street side of the map. when you do push up there, forces the spawns for Thieves way back towards the statue, which is further towards that B side. You then have to check so many more corners when you're then trying to force and get some street control. There's so many different places the defensive team can be, but it was Draza who've managed to find 2 or 3, and then from that stage, OpTic Texas never got control of that step side of the street, which is that what then forces the team to then spawn back towards the statue. And when you can't find that, the spawns are closer, LA Thieves are there faster, the kills are all staggered. Thieves find the trades where they need to, they go in their favor, the stack comes in, the round comes in. Now Thieves have the defensive side of things to close out the game and force a map 4.
Oh, we're going to get taken down there in the end, and it will be more players moving in. Octane waiting for this angle, but he might get caught. They're already going to know behind him as they check the corner again. It hasn't worked out the last 2 times for OpTic. It's almost going to be a wipe. Hugh staying alive means they won't have to worry about being battered off spawn.
OpTic Texas filtering through into the theater. It's very much the LA Thieves show right now.
LA Thieves is a pretty much stranglehold on this control match. I won't be surprised if this is over pretty quick.
Towards the back, though, has been a constant nuisance, but nobody's got a grenade on his forehead. Hook will find the kill. Looking like an early potential B coming in from OpTic Texas. If they can get a hold of this and have plenty of time over towards A, they could be laughing here and they could find a comeback. Thieves are backed on down over towards the A side, happy to gain control of that side of the map. Looks like they're going to hand over B towards the side of OpTic Texas.
It's still very much alive here with Texas in this. They may be down 2-0, but get this point, get this round, and everything's still to play for. Obviously, will be chowed one last time, but it's an easy pick for him in the end. 2 minutes to go, lives all even.
We talk about that street control. Plenty of it here for LA Thieves. Actually, I have Envoy over there supporting Draza. You see where OpTic spawn? You just see where Hook is, number 7. Towards that statue side, that's where you end up spawning if you are on the attacking side and there's somebody pushed up towards the street. And look how slow and methodical OpTic Texas can be this time, considering they have so much more time on the table.
Shotzzy considering the longest of shots against Octane, but patience wins out. He knows a player's going to be here as well, and I think Shotzzy's been seen, and he's going to fall down in a second. They were relying on him there for the play.
How did he know he was there?
It's a complete wipe in the end. Shotzzy wanted to be the catalyst for some sort of push, and instead they've just burned 45 seconds.
That's the thing with this, you really do need to take your time. You need to pick them apart. You can't just run head down, hope you're going to gun them. Yeah, okay, sometimes it might happen, but it's a difficult position to do it from. Still spawning all the way over towards that statue side. Just so many hard gunfights.
It's not just one gunfight to win. You gotta win 4 gunfights.
Lives
like that.
and rounds, very much in the side. The LA Thieves. Map control is there, but Shotzzy might just try and cause some chaos. Gets inside the point. Dashi will be able to find 1. Octane can answer back. It's 6 in a row for Sam, but the rest of his team have all fallen.
He's got the 7-0. Tries to juke the kill cam there as well, but he's taken a lot of shots, gone down.
Dangerous.
Slow here.
Dangerous.
Makes it huge too. Kenny alive, looking for Shotzzy. Gonna find him eventually. And that just slows it. Octane also going to be calling in this streak. He knows. Has to put OpTic as much on the back foot as possible. And he slips it through in a Hugh.
Slows down that push. Just huge from Octane to find anything. As everyone from Thieves falls. Staying alive as long as he can. Spawn's not able to quite be manipulated by OpTic Texas as well as they would. And look at the beams coming out from Octane. 29-13 had a pretty slow start to this series, but the control has been so one-sided. These are surely going to tie it up. Find a map. The comeback could potentially be on.
Yeah, Kenny started off hot and Octane decided to finish it. Absolutely non-moving tack. One player left. It's just going to be Ghosty. This is over. I mean, it's definitely over, right? Ghosty finds 2. Second tick is going to be in. Ghosty's going to look for the 3rd. There's no
what?
Ghosty's got 3.
Oh!
He's going to get the 4th.
It's like, what? No way.
The play dreams are made of, but it is not to be so.
No. LA Thieves going to take map 3 control. OpTic has been struggling on control all year, so it doesn't much surprise me. We're going to skip what we can here. Let's just hit live. Okay. Let's see.
From Mercado, sided OpTic Texas. But looking over towards it, it's the same story.
Well, we'll take this second to remind you we're going to be doing a Hard Carry podcast this week, so keep a lookout in the middle of the week for our Hard Carry podcast. If you guys want a recap on this week's games and a quick update on next week's games, any roster changes and updates that may happen during the week. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Here's map number 4. Looks like it is Mercado Hardpoint.
Comfortable margin. Can they close out the show here, or do we get a map number 5? I'm open for the latter, Bricey. I want the map 5.
Well, I'm sure some Green Wall fans rather not go that distance and just get this game over and done with, but hey, I'm all the way with you. Let's find out though, can Thieves do better in this hardpoint than last time? Or is it just the buzzsaw of Texas? And one thing you don't want to see is the human turret himself already getting off to a good start.
Yep. OpTic can have a good game here. Those rotations, those breaks are going to be a lot harder for OpTic Texas. OpTic setting himself up, my goodness. Can't miss right now. Hook will eventually deal with him. The rest of the reinforcements for this side of Thieves are here. But OpTic Texas scrapping for this point. Dashi will find that final kill. He does have a fight against OpTic coming up in a second. Thieves still with the more favorable spawns as we head over towards P2 in just a second. There's a slight lead for them based off P1 as well.
You can see they're still looking for it. It might be OpTic. Just leave a player here to soak and then spread out and take every single angle they possibly can. As they have the lead going into P2, but positioning a little bit for Thieves, but they are going to spawn out. Envoy should catch Dashi here from behind. Doesn't need to. Octane already in a prime position to do it.
Shotzi gets a good spawn over towards the backside. Spawns alleyway. Now he's in a position to help his team out, but Octane cannot just do it with attack, the knife in hand as well. We'll deal with Shotzi, and now the push from OpTic Texas is going to have to be quite substantial from a couple of different angles here because Thieves have had a chance to set up. Thieves are finding the kills. It's the alleyway push that's going to start coming in from OpTic, but Thieves still in control.
While they've been here and Octane is playing like this, it still hasn't looked great for Thieves. They're barely holding on to it, but they aren't getting the points they need. OpTic Texas close once again, looking for it as nades ricochet both sides.
Good play from Kenny. It's all about this rotational gunfight that's now going to start coming through. He eviscerates Shotzi. Headshot multiplier for the win.
Start by LA Thieves. Really wanted to pull in this map 5, don't they?
Well. Big kills coming in from Dashi and Ghosty. Hell of a start from Thieves here. 8-1 from Octane, Ghosty, Gunstraza. This one's far from over. OpTic Texas waking up, rotation locked in. Can they get the same amount of good time that Thieves did over towards P2?
And here we go. Dashi has players lining up against him, but Dashi don't miss. Finds the first on the Kenny. Trophy down, nades out, backing up, reinforcements flooding. And Thieves trying to get in a position, but they know this is a horrible break. Every corner has a member of the green wall in it, and they cannot break through.
Such a hard break, such a good setup. OpTic Texas, every single base is covered, but here we go. Through the front door is going to be Envoy. Octave will find one at the Shotzi in the mid-map as well, and all of a sudden the transitional kills coming through for OpTic Texas. They need to be there from Hook, not gonna happen. Thieves with a really, really nice break. Just so well coordinated every single time. And your boy LaRue continues to shred. 10-3 from him, a great start. Rotation again, no. Gonna be here for OpTic Texas, 33 points to their name. The LA Thieves are not going to be far away from 100 by the time we head over towards Barbershop.
Duke with a great cut here as well.
Great
He makes
read.
2 of them. All isolated. Envoy is alone and outnumbered heavily. He won't get anything out the back of it as well. OpTic Texas have this rotation. They have the perfect setup as well.
Well, they had the perfect setup over towards P3, Bricey. And that got split wide open. Oh, that's not going to be ideal either as well. That's going to be a spawn out coming through for Shotzi. Dashi will probably join him as well, and now the push from the front's going to come from the Thieves. Shotzi will be able to find 2 though. Draws it inside the point now, trying to get in. It's going to be another break from Thieves, but OpTic right here.
Oh, Shotzi
It's
jumping off the
amazing.
wall.
Every single gunfight. He's just killed Thieves one by one as they march into their doom. And OpTic, they
Nice
needed this
break
rotation
from
in the
Shotzi,
barbers.
basically.
And they've all been served by Shotzi. The rotation is on though, and you can see Thieves will be here first.
Yeah, good mid-map spawn coming in from OpTic Texas as well. Are they going to be able to find this potential push? Thieves are here in numbers. But has the setup been good enough? Are they going to be able to read this? My god, Dashi! Guns draws out, and that might just open up the floodgates here.
Envoy, he's going to get done by Hook instantly. Unfortunately, Kenny gets one back, but he is super weak as well. Going to look for the reinforcements. They're looking for it as Kenny jumps around every single angle. He gets a second player at the same time. He knows one more's out here. Jumps over the fence, finds another one as well. And Kenny goes to work to save Thieves from being broken instantaneously.
beautiful from Kenny. Octane slowed down, but Kenny started to get into his element once more. My word. Off the top row, Dashi gets dealt with. And Thieves, when they find the rotation, they're finding the kills. It's another great 60 points pretty much from the side of Thieves. That lead will be re-established once more. OpTic definitely within touching distance. Rotation will be important, but look at this break that's going to come through. 15 seconds remaining. Kenny's done some magic already. Gonna have to pull a rabbit out of the hat from this one, though.
Shotzi and Kenny are going at it for scrap time. On the other side of the map, Octane is here and patient. It has given Thieves a little bit of an opportunity to get back into it. The difference in points between them is not big at all, but this rotation might be. Already, Dashi is going to find two, playing his life fantastically. Shotzi will eventually back him up, and while he goes down to Kenny, it's Shotzi versus Kenny again. They're both sitting top, they both know where they are, and Shotzi's been stunned, he's been naded, but he's still alive.
OpTic Texas finding a way into this one, and just a staggered push coming in from Thieves. They do have the numbers momentarily, though, so they'll start to try and force the issue. Big first kill coming up. Octane will be able to find it. Dashi finds two, though, breaking the back of LA Thieves immediately. The kills are answered back once again, though. OpTic Texas trying to hold on.
And this is just outrageous from both teams. They are turning the tempo to 11 and just going head-to-head every single time. It will be OpTic who will get the scrap time onto this one. We are off to the races. We are looking for this next rotation. Dashi is already here. He's facing down Kenny.
And that last hill just comes down to the kills trading in the favor of OpTic Texas time and time again. They have themselves now a lead for what feels like the first time in this game. I think it might be. Thieves now spawning out. Good setup here from OpTic Texas. Hook is so crucial for the team, as is Shotzi. Oh.
And this is where it gets dangerous. Thieves start hot. If OpTic start to hit fire right now, the series will be over. Draza wins a big gunfight. Hugh has 6 health left, and Envoy will go for the trade. It's still going to be Ghosty. He's already set up and waiting. The car's on fire is his aim, as he just tries to use every bit of movement, mechanic, and gun he can find here. There's both teams again, butt heads in a hard point.
Ghosty does so well to stay alive as long as he does. Lets the reinforcements now start to fly on through. Draza will find two, though. Well set up by his teammate. The bait's coming through. It's a nice break from Thieves, who really, it's felt like they've slowed down over the last couple of hills. OpTic Texas have been the ones there. Things getting a little bit more scrappy. We haven't seen any really good holes over the last couple of hills. It's such a tight game. It feels like when Thieves get there first, they are ones that find so many different points there. It's felt like a good chunk every single time. OpTic Texas has said have been scrappy, though. They've been keeping touch, and they do have the lead as we head into the second rotation.
Hugh playing his life here, not going to get the second kill against him. That's going to be 3 down for the Thieves. The crucial point here is going to be how much time do they bleed out of this P1, but can they find a way into P2? Already OpTic not putting too much pressure. I'll say that, and Dashi just absolutely blows his legs off. But is there a way through here for Thieves?
It's just a bad scenario, isn't it? You can soak up that P1 time if you don't have P2 control. Yeah, it's okay. Maybe you can deal with the break. The slide spawn out for Ghosty there as the pressure starts to run on through, but it's going to end up being a pinch. You will get dealt with. 15 seconds remaining at P1. If you're Thieves, you need every single second of that, because this is going to be a very difficult break. Look at this deep push from Hook. This will just slow down Thieves so much, even if he doesn't find anything. They've got to turn around. They've got to find the kill. Hook should spawn up with his teammates now. As LA Thieves starting to push from the barbershop side. It's actually a mid-map spawn for him.
They're waiting for it. 3 down the back alley. Draza and Hugh getting the trades through first. Envoy going straight in, going straight through, looking for us. Wow, a perfect break from Thieves. OpTic get absolutely destroyed in shock and awe. They do not hold anything against them, and now they'll have their chance at their own break.
There's that break percentage, the high one from Thieves coming into full effect. It's just a force down the alleyway side, and they win their gunfights. They break on through. It's as simple as that. OpTic Texas, maybe a little bit of a pinch setup here over towards these final 25 remaining seconds. Kenny, well aware. That's now going over towards Thieves. They're going to break 200 by the time we head over towards P3, but OpTic Texas are going to have so much time to set themselves up, Pricey. 15 seconds of scrap. Look where OpTic are forcing the issue in the middle of the map, but with the setup over towards P3 as well. Thieves can take their time, but OpTic, the trenches are dug. They are ready and waiting for Thieves.
Kenny wants this kill against Shotzi. Desperate to find this streak, to break this hill. But OpTic have built their wall. They have thrown their defenses up. They hold everything. Dark back alley and tin. Kenny Kenny going to fly over. Player on the floor. It's going to be Shotzi already finding it as well. There is nothing here for Thieves.
40 seconds remaining. Over towards P3. Thieves have barely even got a look onto Tin. It's the push from the back alley that is maybe going to orchestrate the Thieves to maybe finish this one. 30 seconds remaining. OpTic Texas take the lead, but here comes the push. The kills though. Which way
from
going?
OpTic.
They're going towards OpTic Texas. Ghosty
Take the lead.
playing it to perfection. 22 seconds remaining. It's all about the rotation, but the first ones there are OpTic.
Oh, and it's perfect at the moment from OpTic. The rotation, the kills, but Octane finds two. They have this. Hugh has been the hero for them in this series so many times. They're looking for it again. Hugh and Envoy. Surely he's going to be outnumbered. He's eventually going to get taken down by a nade. And OpTic go towards Cantina. They have to get past Draza.
Are they going to be ready for it? Are they going to be ready? The answer is no. Draza falls, so does everybody else on Thieves. It's pretty much a perfect break.
One left,
Kenny
three.
is there, ready for the rest of his team to find a way through.
Kenny.
But OpTic Texas are 10 away.
They're going to fall down. Kenny will find one, though.
7
Going
seconds.
through, but they are not going through for Thieves. 5 seconds. Kenny has to go for it as well. And oh my goodness, what a gunfight by Kenny as he dives into his 249, 250.
That's it, baby.
OpTic. With the rotation to the rotation.
Going to win this match with that win and control in hardpoint. 3 maps to 1. OpTic looking great, man. OpTic looking really good. LA Thieves down pretty bad right now. As OpTic gonna take this win today. Thanks for coming in and hanging out on your Easter Sunday. Much love. Stick around for the Hard Carry podcast this week and more CDL action next Friday. Catch you later.